Welcome, fans of the happiest card game on earth. My name's John T, and you're in the Inkwell. Well, it's day one of Lorcana week, an unofficial term for this week leading up to Gen Con and the pre-release of the game, and it was kicked off in style with a whole load of awesome articles and card reveals. A lot of the card reveals today came from YouTube content creators, so whilst I will show them here on the channel, I'm not going to go into too much detail about them. I am going to link to all of the reveal videos, and I'd really love you to go and spend some time watching those if you haven't already, to see what the creators thought of them. The day kicked off with two cards from the guys over at Hobbies and Happiness. Dan and Jim showed us a two-costed uninkable item in Amethyst, Ursula's Cauldron, an uncommon card with the ability Peer into the Depths. Exert it to look at the top two cards of your deck, put one on the top of your deck and the other on the bottom. And a three-costed uninkable item in Ruby, Poisoned Apple, a rare card with the ability Take a Bite. For one ink and banishing this item, exert chosen character. If it's a princess character that's chosen, banish her instead. Two solid item cards there, and the fact that Team Lorcana gave Jim two uninkable cards to look at did not go unnoticed. Next up were my two cards. I had the absolute pleasure of revealing this two-costed inkable action Song in Emerald, Sudden Chill, a common card with the ability each opponent chooses and discards a card. And a two-costed inkable 2/2 for 1 in Ruby, LeFou Instigator, a Dreamborn ally at rare rarity with the ability Fan the Flames. When you play this character, ready chosen character. They can't quest for the rest of this turn. It was an absolute delight revealing these to people. Please go and check out the video there to see what I think about them. Next up, it was the turn of Brandon over at B²24. He shared with us a 7-costed uninkable 5/5 for 2 lore in Ruby, Captain Hook, Ruthless Pirate, a Storyborn villain pirate captain at rare rarity with the abilities Rush and You Coward. While this character is exerted, opposing characters with evasive gain Reckless. And a 2-costed inkable action in Ruby, Cut to the Chase, an uncommon card with the ability chosen character gains Rush this turn. Brandon did a great job of showing the intricacies of these cards. Make sure you check that out. Next up, the boys over at Unplayable got two very playable cards. A 1-costed inkable action in Ruby, He's Got a Sword. Chosen character gains +2 strength this turn. And a 4-costed uninkable item in Ruby, Sword of Truth, a rare card with the ability Final Enchantment. Banish this item, banish chosen villain character. The guys went into great depth over these two. Make sure you check it out. My good friends Liam and Erin got a couple of awesome reveals over at the Illumateers. First up, a 1-costed inkable action in Sapphire, Work Together. Chosen character gains support this turn. A great little common action there. Also, a 5-costed inkable 2/5 for 2 lore in Sapphire, Jasmine, Queen of Agrabah. She's a Floodborn hero princess queen at rare rarity with the ability Shift 3, obviously being a Floodborn, and Caretaker. When you play this character and whenever she quests, you may remove up to 2 damage from each of your characters. Wow, spicy. As soon as you finished watching this, make sure you go and check out all of their videos. We also got a few cards shared in the Discord from Team Lorcana themselves, so these ones I feel comfortable going into a bit more detail about. First up, we have a 2-costed inkable action in Ruby, Tangle. At common rarity, each opponent loses 1 lore. So this is a common card, so I don't think it's actually particularly good. It definitely sees play in a multiplayer deck rather than a 1v1. So far, pretty much all of the cards we've seen where opponents lose lore, and pretty much all of the cards we've seen that specifically name multiple opponents, have been in Ruby, and I would really love to see some other sort of multiplayer stuff going on in different colors. Otherwise, you're just going to see Ruby decks at a multiplayer table. With this and Rapunzel and the Aladdins, I think it's a no-brainer to be playing this at a table with 4 or more people. We also saw a 6-costed inkable 3/6 for 2 lore in Emerald, Mother Gothel, Selfish Manipulator. She's a Storyborn villain at super rare rarity with the ability Skip the Drama, Stay with Mama. While this character is exerted, opposing characters can't quest. Great, now I'm the bad guy. I feel like the bad guy every time I see a new Emerald card that I want to play. Emerald is literally just the colour of not letting your opponent do anything. I'm kinda here for it, which is so strange because I don't normally play this style in other games, but it's just really attractive to me in Lorcana. This is great. You put this with some bodyguard stuff as well. She's just able to quest out for 2 lore and just shut your opponent down. Just offensive. An offensive card. And saving the best till last, I genuinely think this is the best card we've seen today. A 4-costed inkable 2/4 for 1 lore in Sapphire. Belle, strange but special. She's a Storyborn hero princess at legendary rarity with the ability read a book. During your turn, you may put an additional card from your hand into your inkwell face down. And my favorite part, while you have 10 or more cards in your inkwell, this character gets +4 lore. Plus, I'm going to say it again, +4 lore. This is a card that lets you ramp in a color that already lets you ramp and then cares about you ramping by making it the biggest lore gainer in the game. Sapphire is the one color I think we have the least amount of cards shown for at this point, or it's close to the bottom, I guess. But already just a deck with this, 1 jump ahead and Detective Mickey Mouse, and you're getting to that 10 ink, no problem. This suddenly then gets questing for 5 lore. You get 2 of these out, they're on a 2-turn clock. It's going to need a lot of card draw to support it, and card draw is still something I don't feel like we've seen enough of yet. But play this with a whole new world, filling your hand back up. Yeah, this is crazy. A card draw, rampy deck with maybe a princess subset. This thing is going to win game. This card is going to win games. Well, there you go. Hopefully a relatively quick roundup of the stuff that we saw here on day 1 of Lorcana week. Again, go and show the other content creators who revealed stuff today some love. I will put all of their links in the description. And check out The Gamer, who put out some awesome articles, including a really great look at Merlin and the art style of the game. And tomorrow, which might actually be today, depending on when this video ends up going out, Tuesday anyway, it's going to be insane. There's so much stuff coming. It's ridiculous. And we will cover every single bit of it here on the channel, so if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. I've been John T. You've been in the Inkwell. Until the next one, be good.